That recording. Okay, so it's a hop, not a step at the beginning.
It's a hop.
It's not step, step.
Right.
It's boom, boom. So I'm attacking you. You do the application to me.
Okay.
So I'm attacking you.
You're attacking me. I'm going to hop and strike. Then I'm going to come back, and the leap is a kick in the air. This curls you over,
That's an iron
and when I
posture.
use my weight to come down, I use my weight to break your elbow.
Okay.
These are just pretty. Originally in Mantis, there were none of these. In the forums,
So
they
like
didn't
that?
do this shit.
Okay. When they added.
There, very recently.
Okay.
Very recently.
You know, I was wondering because forms like Shafonzu and Dafonzu, no mana stuff. And then I've watched some of the Taiwan video recently, and then they do the exact form, but somebody at the very beginning just had them go like this. And then they do the same form I have, but there's no mana stinger.
Yeah.
They just add it.
Fancha, or as Mike pronounces it, Fanger. Fancha is Mandarin. Is a separate art
Right.
entirely
Yeah.
that was brought into.
Way
And they
sharp.
preserve that. Fancha is kind of the backbone of plum flower mantis, whereas Chachwe is the backbone of Seven Star Mantis, because Seven Star Mantis is built on long fist.
Southway or Chachway is from Islamic long fist.
So you're looking at different kind of why we plus the whole system of Fancha was lost. There was only a couple forms that were preserved,
Wei Shao Tang.
probably one, and then they divided it into three:
Okay.
Da Fanche, Sha Fanche, and Zhong, middle Fanche.
Okay.
So yeah.
There was
Okay.
also a Swai Sao Manus. That's the lead BN7 here.
But that was invented by Wang Song-ting.
Okay.
He called part of his curriculum, he called three of his forms throwing hand mantis,
Okay.
Swaisho.
All right. So we just
But
did
he
this.
invented that basically
Okay.
as a part of when he converted his mantis. He added so much long fist, and then Gao Dao Sheng, who taught Fima Nong, and who Tony knew, they taught in the same park.
I don't think Gao Dao Shen taught him. I think Arm acquired success somewhere.
The story
When went over
is,
there, a couple other people
Yeah.
said who.
yeah, exactly.
And then when his students showed up, and this older guy set up some Americans with a little bit of money and said, oh my gosh, this is an opportunity to travel. If you're Chinese in the 70s, somebody gives you an opportunity to travel, and he saw that they had genuine interest too. I think he taught them
Right.
then, and just, I don't think he didn't. I don't think he said, yeah, he was my student, but he didn't expose the lie either.
Well, from what I heard, Fima Nong had a library of 8mm films.
Butcher films mostly.
So
And he wanted to go gambling, so he'd teach iron palm. He'd say, I'm going to China to see my teacher. He'd go gamble, and he'd swing up through Canada somewhere he knew and learn like somebody's butchered form and come back and say, this is what my teacher taught me.
yeah, we've heard the same story,
Yeah.
probably from the same people. So,
So we just did this,
Yeah.
and the next one is just to push in and punch. Boom. So which lead am I in? Left lead?
look at me, bam! That's all that is. Okay, now notice I did three things there. I did a jow, a provoke. I sensed how you would move. I slammed into your leg, which most people don't teach, and broke your ribs. That was the whole point. The whole point of this is, hey, look, Mom, it's misdirection. Mantis is full of misdirection, just like magic.
Okay.
So that's the whole, because there's really, who are you going to hit like this? Now, when we do hit with this,
I'm sure it can do some damage.
right, and here's the target, right there. I want to hit there because I will break your cheekbone, I will break your nose, I can possibly break your orbit that holds your eye in place, and I can break your maxilla, which holds your top teeth. So by striking in that one point, I endanger 4 different places on your face. So if I'm fast enough to bam, oh, all the better. Yeah, my provoke can always be and should always be a real attack.
A good boxer's jab will
Right,
in the
exactly.
fight.
But it's always followed up. This is where I always bitch about martial artists is,
Yeah. No, it's boom, boom, boom.
mantis, that's why it's called plum flower.
5 or 7.
5 petals.
Yeah.
There's never less than 3 techniques. Sometimes there's 9 and 11 combinations. And you don't stop.
Yeah,
The idea is to completely run the fuck over you.
Yeah.
That's the idea. So that's what this is bam, slam. I'm trying to hit you, but I'm ready because I provoked you to lift your arm. If you didn't lift your arm, I'm going to cave in your face.
Which is going to make me
If
lift
you
my
do,
arm.
bam, right there to the lower ribs, and I'm slamming into your knee at the same time. Okay? So, now should you raise your hands then then I've got your arm. And I saw that lever there. And I used my entire body. I once took down an instructor we both know in touching hands, and kind of pissed him off, but he was open for it. And I took him down to the ground in front of all the students, which I felt bad because I wasn't trying to, I shouldn't have done it in front of the students. It was just such a good opportunity, and I didn't think, and I did it, and it was like,
Rob got angry?
I'm not going to say, no, it wasn't Rob.
Okay.
I'm not going to say who it was.
Okay.
But he'll remember, I can guarantee, Rob wouldn't touch hands with everybody.
Okay.
Rob is a forms guy.
I've attempted.
Rob is a good forms guy.
I've attempted to
The only
contact him and see if
Wutan
he wants to
person,
train.
I like, I don't have any problems with any of the Wutan people. None whatsoever. But the only guy I wouldn't want to fight,
Jimmy?
Little Jimmy. He's
Really,
the
that good?
only guy
Okay.
I would not want to fight.
Okay.
That little
You're the
fucker
second person
is
to tell
just
me that.
a firecracker.
Second person to tell me that.
Yep, he's the guy I wouldn't fight.
Okay.
So,
I won't fight him then.
because he trains hard, he hits hard, and
Okay.
he's very humble, but he would tear your head off and piss down your throat.
Okay. Cool. You're the second
He's got-
person to say
yeah,
that.
he's
Okay.
got that heart. I got a lot of respect for him, and we get along fine. But like I said, I get along fine. Not all of them like me, but I don't have any problem with any of them.
My beef is that I tried to get along, but because I wanted to learn how to use the stuff, it looked like I was misbehaving.
Well,
And I said,
there's a
"Can we
lot
clear
of.
up?" I said, "Can we practice? Can we learn how to do it?" And why do that? Why throw somebody who can punch him and kill him? You ever kill anybody, Richard? With a blow?
No.
I mean, what if I got a denim jacket on, a leather jacket, Carhartt, it's winter, we're on, I mean, just all the things,
Yeah.
and there's 3 of us. I mean, that's just a self-defeating argument,
Yeah. So.
you know?
Okay.
So,
Moving on.
shoom, boop.
Right.
Elbow, so you just,
Always a combination. Okay. So bam, slam, boom. Okay. This can be a strike to somebody, a clearing behind you. Never assume you're fighting one person. Or it can be a grab.
that's what I
Now in Chinese martial arts, because again, Chinese martial arts fight against other Chinese martial arts, not against boxers. A boxer wouldn't have done that.
Right.
You know, you hit him in the ribs, right? He would have done that. Okay, he's not going to hit you with this hand. He's going to hit you with this, because that's how boxers do it.
Okay.
So the concept of grabbing and pulling, yeah. When I go to grab you, what's an American boxer going to do? They're going to start playing
Okay.
with my liver,
Okay.
right? Because it's open. Okay? So, but the idea is a knee strike and a strike. Bam. Okay, so it's a double strike.
Double whammy.
Then come down. Praying mantis loves to attack the center line with downward elbow scrapes. Or the collarbone.
That worked pretty easy.
You see that in almost every mantis form. is that downward elbow strike. So the collarbone